Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to go over some major updates to the PlayStation 3 emulator, making it even better. A Nintendo Switch exclusive is coming to PC, and it's coming very soon. This announcement came out of frickin' nowhere, but very exciting nonetheless, and we do have two freebies over on GOG that I'm going to cover right out of the gate so you guys are aware of them. I'm not going to talk about it too much, but Lords of Midnight as well as Doom Dark's Revenge are both freebies on GOG right now. These are old school titles, retro style, high-resolution graphics, story-based adventures, easy to dip in, dip out, turn-based gameplay. That is for Doom Dark's Revenge, and then Lords of Midnight, similar explanation for that title. These are really old, I believe. Lords of Midnight came out in 84, and then Doom Dark's Revenge came out all the way back in 85, so yeah, you're going back quite a while for these games, but nonetheless thought it was worth mentioning as freebies on GOG being DRM free. That's always something nice, so I'll leave links to those in the description box below. Alright, moving on from that, let's first talk about these updates to RPCS3 because it is making some massive updates. Specifically in some high-quality PlayStation 3 titles, Ratchet & Clank Tools of Destruction has seen massive improvements where the frame rate has gotten a lot better than where it was at previously. You're talking about frame rate improvements from like 39 to 50. The older version was even dipping to, south of 34 and around there. So now the game is doing really well, and it also fixes some other issues. I'll leave a link to the video that was uploaded on the official RPCS3 YouTube channel where you can check out the updates for yourself. Sly Cooper 4 also made a ton of updates. That's a really good game, by the way. Sly Cooper 4 was a game that's a little forgotten about. Sly Cooper as a franchise, very noteworthy, but in the case of Sly Cooper 4, that is a little bit more of a forgotten title, but a great one as well. And then you're looking at games like Ratchet Quest for Booty also making updates. It also affected God of War 3, Motorstorm Apocalypse, House of Dead Overkill, and much more. So RPCS3 is really coming along. I always say it when I talk about this emulator, but I never expected RPCS3 to make as much progress as it has in such a quick amount of time, obviously being a PlayStation 3 emulator, and you might think, hey, the PlayStation 3 isn't anything that crazy. However, when you look at how the PlayStation 3 was designed, its architecture, utilizing the cell architecture, I just thought it would be very hard to emulate. That's why Sony hasn't gone out of their way to create some sort of PS3 emulation on the PlayStation 4. Ideally, they will have that implemented for the PlayStation 5, because wouldn't it be a little funny if RPCS3 is suddenly running PS3 games, and then Sony couldn't even get it off the ground where they created some sort of emulation device for the PlayStation 5? That would be a little bit foolish. But nonetheless, PS3 emulation is a little bit more difficult, so I wouldn't be all too surprised if that happened. It also begs the question of maybe Sony does see stuff like this. Maybe they see an opportunity for, hey, if RPCS3 is getting off the ground, if emulation is getting off the ground, why don't we just release our PlayStation games on PC and release them directly? Because at some point you would think that a PlayStation 4 emulator, it's probably a ways away, but you would think that would be happening. Wouldn't you rather just release your games natively on PC and then sell your games, even if it's a couple year delay? With a game like Horizon, you could probably sell a couple million copies. You could probably make some additional revenue. Why not take that revenue for a game that you already developed, a game that, yeah, you do have to spend some resources in terms of porting the game, but it's not going to be that big of a deal. It's not like it's going to be a massive undertaking porting a game. I don't know exactly the ins and outs, but you're talking about a game like Horizon Zero Dawn that would probably sell at least 1 to 2 million copies on PC if it was released on Steam, and honestly, that's probably a pretty conservative take. Let's say 1 million copies, let's say it's released at $40, 1 million right out of the gate. Let's say Sony gets $25 of that million. You're talking about, yeah, $25 million of revenue. I know there's a lot of other expenses, but that's just kind of an easy way to look at this. It's not going to take $25 million to take Horizon Zero Dawn and port it to the PC. It's not going to take $10 million even. It's not going to take $5 million, I don't think. I don't think it would be this massive undertaking to bring Horizon Zero Dawn to PC. Yeah, obviously it would take a little bit of time, but it's not going to need $5 million. I really don't think it would be that big of a, hassle to port a game like Horizon onto PC, especially because a lot of the hardware that's present in the PlayStation 4, a lot of it is representative of what's available on PCs as well. Obviously, PC hardware is much more powerful, and you do have to go out of your way to optimize things, but nonetheless, you guys get the idea. But it is exciting to see RPCS3 make some improvements. I'm just really into emulation. Emulation is something that I like to cover on this channel. I love all kinds of emulators, just being able to access old games, and it really opens the floodgates in terms of having high-quality games on PC and having this never-ending cycle of games to play. Emulation really opens the door even more. Even though games being released natively on Steam, that already opens the floodgates quite a bit, and you already have thousands upon thousands of games to be played, but emulation adds even more to that, and now you see a lot of these developers are realizing this. I don't know if emulation is really what pushed them to do this, but they're like, hey, let's just port our games over to PC. Let's bring something like a Mega Man Zero collection, where, yeah, you can play games like that on a GBA emulator, but why not? Why? How about we just release the game directly on Steam, bundle in a ZX and ZX Advent as well, and make some revenue off of that? It's not the worst idea in the world, but in the case of emulation, it's still something that definitely holds a special place in my heart, because some of the best experiences I've had have been through emulators. And obviously, whenever you talk about emulators, you're going into a legal slippery slope. So let's just end the conversation there, and let's say RPCS3 is making some major improvements with a lot of very notable games. Also, I do want to quickly cover that Daemon Ex Machina, a game that came out as a Nintendo Switch exclusive, makes the transition to PC on February 13th. This is coming out of completely nowhere, completely out of left field. I did not know that this was going to be happening, as it was a Nintendo Switch exclusive. It wasn't announced that a PC version would ever be really happening. I don't think people were really clamoring for a PC release, but hey, it is happening, and it's a mech game. Pilot your fully customizable Arsenal mech and join your fellow mercenaries in defending humanity from the corrupted machines and gigantic robots in a post-apocalyptic action game. Little bit of a dicey price point, $59.99. You do have a special promotion pre-order price, 20% off for $48. I still think that's going to be a hard sell for a lot of people, but nonetheless, it's a game that's being released on PC now, and then when it does go on sale, maybe sometime down the line, you can pick it up then. But you're also seeing this come together. Man, the Nintendo Switch exclusives, while they're a little bit more infrequent than saying getting every Microsoft first-party game on the day of release, we got games like Octopath Traveler, we got Daemon Ex Machina, we got Travis Strikes Back, No More Heroes. Yes, it's not the Smash, it's not the Zeldas of the world, but you're getting some notable games from the Switch coming on over to PC as well. Then you're talking about all of the Microsoft first-party games, that Sony first-party titles are also going to be coming to PC. You're talking about PC being a platform that can play all of these games. It is going to be the spot to be at, especially when you throw on all the other games that you can play on here. PC exclusives, hell, a Legends of Runeterra, an MMO, a World of Warcraft, whatever the case may be, whatever you like. There are a lot of exclusives on PC as well. A lot of the VR games are released exclusively on PC, and when you couple all of that together, PC is looking to be a great place to play. I know the next-gen consoles are coming out, and I'm sure that they're going to be incredible value for the money if they are $500, and being able to run the games the way that they're expected to be ran at, yeah, that's going to be great value. But if you want to talk about sheer games, and if you want to talk about performance, if you spend more money, at the end of the day, I do think a $1,000 PC is going to beat out a $500 gaming console. And a PC, obviously, you can do a lot more with it, whether it be video editing, live streaming, all of that good stuff. But that's going to conclude this video. Again, Daemon Ex Machina will be making its way on over to PC. That'll be coming on February 13th. Again, really out of left field with this one, but still something that I'll definitely be excited to check out, and I do think it's going to be a quality title. It wasn't received that well on Nintendo Switch, but it was a good little game, and we do need more quality mech games in the, in gaming in general. We don't have a lot of quality mech titles. The Gundam games aren't always complete home runs, and you do have games like Horizon which feature mech-like dinosaurs, but you know what I'm talking about, that old school Japanese style of mechs. We need games like that, and this one definitely fits that fray. The PlayStation 3 emulator is making a ton of progress. I don't know how many people will want to check it out at this point, given that a lot of these games are still not absolutely perfect, but they are running rather well, and give it up for the RPCS3 team for getting this far along this quickly. You do need some higher end specs, but even at this point, it's not like you need crazy specs. You could definitely run a lot of these games with Ryzen CPUs, and those are relatively cheap, so that's really cool to see. And as I noted, over on GOG.com, while I know these are two games that not everybody's going to want to check out, they're free games, so why not add them to your library? You have Lords of Midnight as a freebie, and then you have Doom Dark's Revenge. Not noted exactly how long these are going to be free, but for the duration that they are, check them out. And yeah, obviously obviously when you add them to your library, they're yours to own forever, so do give those a look. I'll leave a link in the description box below. That's gonna conclude this video. If you guys have a request for a future video, you can leave that in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.